Freelance greetings, today we're gonna talk about the laser cannon, which is in an honestly weird position, but you will see for yourself. Let's go. So, the laser cannon comes with heavy armor penetration, 350 DPS, and surprisingly high as for the laser weapon, 200 durable damage. Also, after time it will ignite the enemy you are targeting, dealing another 100 DPS. Of course, it's a laser weapon, so technically you have infinite ammo as long as you don't overheat it, which will take 12.5 seconds. So if you do overheat it, don't worry, you still have 2 spare radiators and for some reason stationary reload. Not gonna lie, to like this one, first you have to like the HMG, as laser cannon is a long-range version of the heavy machine gun. The low DPS doesn't really allow you for an up-close combat, especially with those lighter enemies that come in big groups. You just will not have enough time to burn everything. Although, if you have enough spare space between you and the enemy, it should be pretty fine with dealing not too big groups of those lighter enemies. The laser cannon is the best at killing the medium enemies simply because there is not so much of them, so the laser cannon can keep up. It also can get rid of some lighter heavy enemies like hulks pretty nicely, but well, not all of them, but we will get to it. The best way to use the laser cannon is to snapfire and avoid continuous beam, as well, when you move from the target to target, you're wasting heat on the radiator, meaning you will easier overheat it, so well, less shooting in this space of time, and probably overheat. By snapping your targets, you are saving the heat, meaning you can shoot for a little longer, killing more enemies. And since the recent patch, when it got the range from one end of the map to basically the second end of the map, you can snipe the enemy objectives and you're not blocked on those 200 meters. To be fair, all problems of this weapon come from its design. It's a big ass sickle. While it works for the primary, for support weapon not that much. The low DPS and well being the laser weapon overall isn't really helping it, and there is not really a way to buff it significantly, not to change its nature. I think it will always be on that grey end of support weapons. The only buff that will make sense for it, but still wouldn't make it really amazing, but will help, would be adding third radiator, giving more time for the heat up, let's say 20 or even 25 seconds, and no stationary reload. I really don't know why this thing has a stationary reload. It could clearly be done in move. So we're gonna start with the illuminate front, where laser cannon is pretty okay, but only with given circumstances. Of course, Voteless and Flash Mob are going to overwhelm this weapon because there is a lot of them and they are very up close enemies. Laser cannon will not do. Overseers can be taken out easily. If you're aiming at the head, it will be pretty weak, and of course it will be good as long as there isn't shit ton of overseers, because once again, laser cannon will be overwhelmed. So laser cannon is completely not a pick for appropriators where there is shit ton of those overseers, and not only that, there is also shit ton of heavies that will close the distance on you, namely the Eradicators. So don't take laser cannon on this sub-faction. Although there are 2 enemies that I think laser cannon is pretty good at taking down. First one is the Stingray, which is very easy to take down with the laser cannon on strafing runs. It will take roughly 2 strikes of the Stingray to take it down, maybe even 1, or you can be annoying for it and just try to snipe it across the sky, since now it can. And the Harvester might be a little hard to cook, but it's not the worst option that we have, as even in the support weapon slot. Although I think some medium pen primaries are better at it. It's not the best one, but I think it's pretty okay. The automaton front is going to be a front where this weapon shines. Every light and medium enemy will be not a problem for this weapon, as there is not that much of enemies like on other factions, because they are heavily armored, and they are long-ranged faction, meaning there is not often that gap closed between you and the enemy, meaning you have free room to shoot with your laser. And all medium and light enemies will be taken down easily, especially if you go for their weak spots. Another enemy that the laser cannon can deal with nicely is the Hulk, especially if you're going around the eye of the Hulk. It will be dead in no time. I don't know in number, how many seconds, but it's not long. Although here, except for the utility for the side objectives, all the roles of the laser cannon ends. Worst Rider is too tanky for it, Tank is going to take way too long on its weak spot to get killed, and Factory Strider don't even fucking try. So yeah, if you need something to deal with the Devastators on some long range for ammo economy, it's a go-to. But other than that, if you want some anti-tank, I wouldn't say it's really good. I mean, you can only really defeat the Hulks. And lastly, debugs where it's absolutely the worst. I think Termines are the best at closing the gap with you, meaning not much room to use the laser cannon. And well, yes, it will cook the bugs pretty nicely if you manage to keep that space, although not that amazing still because you will get either flanked or something else or beat a heavy. And well, heavies, it really isn't good at taking down. Chargers will take way too long, by Titans even longer, and even Impalers will take pretty long time to kill with this weapon. You can use it alongside the, let's say, Giga Grenade to finish off the heavies, but other than that, it's not going to do anything against them on its own. I just don't think there is a good reason to take this weapon here, so I'm just gonna stop here. And now, equipment advisory section, probably the most important part of this video for this weapon. Here you wanna take anything that will maintain your gap between you and the enemy. For that, I suggest the Warp Pack, because it's a mobility, you can maintain it. Guard Dog Breath, which will protect you because it will confuse the enemies and they will not hit you, if so on accident. For same reason, Gas Grenades, but those honestly might be better at killing the enemies, the horde, than the laser cannon itself. And lastly, which is not really maintaining the space, but also pretty good pick alongside the laser cannon, and this one I already mentioned, it's a Giga Grenade for those heavies that the laser cannon will not really deal with exception of Vox Engines and Factory Striders. For that, take some stratagems. And yeah, that's it. This weapon will just suffer from its own design, and there is not much we can do about it. Like I said in the usage part, it will always be the gray end of the support weapons. Although, when it shines, it shines. I maybe not have expressed it, that's just because I don't really like this weapon. I'm not a fan. But that's going to be it from me, and I will see you in 3 days. See ya, Helldivers!